Conversation skills. Become confident, assertive communication master in any situation. Simple techniques to manage your shyness, improve conversations, develop your. Dennis Maclean. Chapter 1. It's not a conversation without this, you hear me? Believe it or not, the hardest part of any conversation isn't speaking, it's listening. It's the most common problem people have when it comes to having good communication, because it's something that people often overlook when trying to improve their relationships. Though listening is more important than ever in our high-stress world, we often mine conversations for information in order to get them done faster, rather than really taking the time to understand what's being said. Like speaking, listening is a skill, and it takes intention, time, and practice to become really good at it. Most people listen to reply. We formulate our responses before the other person has even finished speaking, and we're ready with an answer right away. Text messages and other styles of e-communication are typed up and sent out without even the briefest of rereads. As a result, we tend to say the first thing that pops into our heads. If someone else continues to speak, we simply wait for them to finish so we can say our piece. Conversations begin and end as briefly as possible. Quabain, 2019. This, however, is a bad communication style. When we listen to reply, we stop engaging with what's actually being said to us. Rather than taking time to listen, reflect, and respond thoughtfully, we feel pressured to respond as quickly as possible. Our fast-paced culture tends to reinforce this problematic listening style. Pauses in conversations are often seen as awkward, and mere moments between text messages can be interpreted as ignoring the other person. However, the opposite is almost always true. Listening to reply may make for a productive conversation in the moment, but in the long term it inevitably leads to bad relationships, misunderstandings, conflicts, inaccuracies, and a chronic inability to solve problems. Taking a few extra minutes to reply thoughtfully can save hours of time spent in conflict later on. The best way to listen is to listen to understand. Instead of thinking about how you're going to answer, make an earnest effort to think about what the person is actually telling you. When miscommunications happen, we tend to blame the other person for not communicating clearly. However, it's more often the case that we simply weren't listening closely. We heard or read the words, but we took no time to reflect and think about the deeper social meanings behind them. As a result, our response may have seemed dismissive, unrelated, or...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?